Hello, YouTube cubes. I am here, and it has been a while. It's been like 10 days since our last live show. Just a few things to talk about really quick. I've been sick-ish. I had to rest my voice for a bit there. It's doing okay. I mean, it's not 100%. And then I've just not felt good. I mean, that's simply, I've just been tired, and I don't know if it's long COVID coming back. I don't know. But then about halfway through yesterday, my neck was still giving me problems. My neck has been giving me problems too. And that's probably related to my voice and that kind of thing, and the heat and that kind of stuff. And my body doesn't do well with heat. But anyways, long story short, I have not been able to do live shows because I've been trying to rest up. But yesterday I finally felt what I needed to feel, and it was pain. And why that's important, that seems weird. Like, Zorric, why do you want to feel pain? I don't. But pain is an indicator of one thing versus another. So when brain fog and stuff is happening, it doesn't mean it's long COVID. It could be my arthritis acting up. Today, I know for sure. And last night when I was doing World versus World, I felt it right here. Now, that's funny, I should say that. Because I've been having neck pains. And for a bit there, I was having chest pains, but it's not really related to my heart, but it is. I also have something called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome that started to show itself when I was in my teens, which is very unusual. It usually doesn't show up until you're like 30s to 40s and stuff like that. But pretty much for years now, I've had this heart thing going on. And I've been having weird pains as I've been resting and stuff like that. And that's because all the other stuff that's been happening. And so that's going to act up too. And so I was like, man, I'm going to have to go to the doctor. Like, actually go into the office and have them do x-rays and stuff. Because at this point, I don't know what's going on. I was stiff. My throat was sore. But after last night, long story short, it's arthritis flare-up is what's happening to me. And it's probably, funny enough, through all the streaming and just being active and, pretty much I was streaming, doing some things and sleeping and then streaming with Tears of the Kingdom 100%. And as I started to get away from that, my voice started to get worse. And that's because I needed rest, because the flare-up was probably starting and I was somehow keeping it off. And as soon as I was able to rest, my immune system was able to fully kick off. And if you don't know rheumatoid arthritis, my God, you don't know how that works. Pretty much your body has enzymes that your immune system uses to fight infections and other things, and your body gets confused and attacks your joints with those enzymes. That's oversimplifying, but pretty much that's what causes the pain. When those aren't happening right away, your immune system's trying to fight something that doesn't exist because it's your own body, right? So it's confused. And I've had this pretty much my whole life. So, and this thing happens. But we've been streaming a lot, and I've been going pretty hard this year. So I've only had maybe 2 other flare-ups this year, and the first one, or the second one, wasn't too bad. But this one, I finally felt it last night right here, and it's radiating up my neck. The arthritis has traveled from the bottom of my spine all the way up, and once it hits your neck, that's it. That is the game changer. Because you need your neck to move, and you sleep on your neck and things like that. And as the day progresses, I was getting worse. My voice was getting worse. So what it is just inflammation. I've upped my ibuprofen intake a bit, and that kind of thing now that I know what it is. So we're just sort of in a waiting period of it to calm down. Like, eventually the body realizes there's nothing there and then stops. If it doesn't, then I have to go to the doctor, and they'll prescribe me something stronger. Steroids, usually, to calm the immune system down. Well, pretty much stop the immune system. But I haven't gotten to that point yet, and I don't want to get to that point. I only 2018 was the worst of this. I mean, 2018, I was on a pain scale all the way to a 9. Like, I woke up one morning and my body was just on fire. The whole shebang. I had a rash. It was just bad, and I had no idea what was going on. I went to the doctor. They had no idea what was going on. I lost function in my left leg. It was just inflammation. It was just literally this arthritis finally just rearing its ugly head, and it took many years to figure out what was wrong with me, but it was actually a physical therapist friend of mine who decided to treat it as such, and we figured it out. I've never been diagnosed from the doctor, but there is, if you open the book, to rheumatoid arthritis and start reading symptoms, I mean, it's all there. It's just, I am the category. Like, just everything fits, and it's just, it's one of those things that once I figured out and started taking anti-inflammatories and doing certain specific stretches, because you can't just exercise with arthritis, because you can kick off a flare-up if you're not careful, because you can damage muscles and things, which your immune system's going to check out, because that's how your body works. You have a lymphatic system, and it does very well, and when proteins and stuff start entering the circulatory system, you have cells that go, where's this protein coming from? And that's where inflammation comes from, because they send the enzymes to go figure out what's going on, and then all these white blood cells will go to those areas and check out the enzymes to make sure nothing bad is happening. And if you have an immune system like mine, it causes more inflammation than it's supposed to, because then those white blood cells go, hold on, something's wrong, and they send more. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's how arthritis works. Not really. It's sort of a narrative of it. It's a very complex disease. It's not really even, it's just your immune system being stupid. I have not hit stage 2 of the arthritis. I'm getting there. You can see that middle finger starting to turn a little bit there as the nodule, as they call them, starts to grow. If you didn't know, there's stages to arthritis. Stage 3 is when you see people, usually their fingers are turned and things like that, and that's because they have nodules that have pushed. I have not reached that point, but my thumbs today are telling me to not exist, and I'm going to ignore them. I forget what joint this is, but man, when I press on that, it freaking hurts. Both sides, just right in there. I don't know why my thumbs are so bad, but it is what it is. I feel it right up in here, and I'm glad it's not a viral thing and I'm glad it's not long COVID. The brain fog comes from the fact that you have a lot of inflammation and your body's trying to fight it, and you're just tired. But I am tired today. I did not sleep well. But we have a Guild Wars 2 Spear beta to check out. And so we got to do that. I still have to work, is what it comes down to. Getting disability in the United States for physical ailments takes like 10 tries, and it costs you thousands of dollars. And that is the stupidest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. But that's also because there's nobody working that system, and it's overtaxed, and we could go on all day about just how the United States doesn't work correctly. It's a third world country with a first world country coat of paint. That's it. Just the truth of the matter. Doesn't matter what you believe, that is the truth. That is factual, that this country does not work. The systems are failing, they're old, they have not been redone. There's not enough workers, there's not enough government oversight, there's too much government oversight. Man, we go all day, man. It's not like the scales tipped one way. It's that both scales are being weighed down so hard that the scale just doesn't work anymore. That's this country. No matter how you look at it from either side, you know something's wrong, but what people don't realize is there's so much wrong that no matter what they try to do, that isn't going to fix the problem. You have to go in and fix the scale. You have to pull everything out and go, what's the problem here? And the problem is there's too much corporate oversight, lobbyists, things like that. It's a money issue. The United States isn't taking enough money from rich people. That's it. They're taking too much money from poor people. Poor people don't feel empowered. Rich people have all the power. It's an imbalance. The last major world event that this happened with was World War II. For the United States. I mean, since then, it's just been a slow creep crawl of problems. I mean, literally, it's been almost 100 years of these problems just sort of building off of each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. And if you don't have bias towards anything and you just look at the system in black and white, people like me should be on disability or getting free health stuff checked out because it's important to keep people like me working. But whatever. Chaz, hello! Thank you for the welcome back. But since I have to work, I have to be here on YouTube, and that's great for all of you, because then we can do content. Tears of the Kingdom 100% did end. We have Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds coming August 20th. Use my link below. Chill it out. What else do we got coming up? So we're supposed to be starting Final Fantasy X. I don't want to do that with my health because I don't know how the live shows are going to be. And I have no idea what's happening outside. Yesterday, they were loud for like 2 hours and stopped. I was literally sitting in the chair like this. I had a different shirt on, but pretty much I looked like this. There was a different thumbnail even. And I was about to post something on Discord, and I realized I didn't have water. So I was like, I'm going to go get some water. So I go get some water. I come back, and then there's this, like, I don't even know, just noise outside. So I go look outside. There's a knock on my door like 2 minutes later, and there's a package outside that was sitting by my door. Thank you to the people working outside. But I was like, hey, how long is this going to go? And they're going to be like, oh, we're going to be working for here for 4 hours. And I was like, are you kidding? Are you freaking kidding? And it had rained, and it was cold yesterday. It was like 72 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was nice out. And there was like no humidity yesterday, too. You go outside, it was nice. The wind would blow, it'd be a little chilly. You're like, wow. So I get it. But obviously, whatever mud derby crap they were, I called it a mud, because that's what it sounded like. There was a mud derby outside for a while. And I looked out there today, it looks like they've done nothing. I don't know what they were doing out there. But it was loud. They were down there, then they were down there, then they were out here for a little bit, but then they were down there again. I don't know. And then it stopped like 3-something my time, and I was like, maybe we should do the show. But then I didn't because I got wrapped up. I'll be honest, I was gaming. Also, I tried to take a nap. That didn't happen. Because one of my dogs was in a bad mood yesterday, Lucky, and, yeah. Kiki, hello! But anyhow, long story short, we didn't have our show yesterday. We're doing it today on a Saturday, a Super Saturday show. I'm glad to be here. I would rather work than not work because I get really bored. I've been looking at some stuff for the stream and that kind of thing and trying to make decisions, but I've just been so tired I don't want to make a decision. Because when you make decisions when you're tired, they're usually bad decisions. But at the same time, I've been looking at some of the games that some of you suggested and that kind of stuff. So when we do have shows next week and things, we'll probably play through some of that. I think the first game we're going to play is Noida. Because that was at the top of the list. That was suggested to me almost 2 years ago to go back and play it. And then when I posted, it's one of the reasons why I posted, hey, what do you guys want to see me play? Was because that was brought back up like a few weeks before then, along with Dark Souls and something else. Like, oh, you should go revisit those games. But I think Noida will be fun because the other day I saw Pirate Software short that had something he was talking about. It's so funny. When I yell about something, I'm told I don't know what I'm talking about. You're just bad at gaming. You don't know the industry. But Pirate Software literally says the same thing. Like, literally, the same thing comes out of his mouth, and it's celebrated. 188,000 views of the short, or likes on the short, I don't know. It's crazy. I say it, I'm trash. But that's the way it is. I'm just saying. It's because I'm so angry, and people are like, we didn't say it so angrily. I don't always say it angrily. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not my fault AAA studios suck. Anyways, let's play some Guild Wars 2. Dun, dun. I'm not going to go into the game and play anything today. We're just going to make beta characters, pretty much, and we're going to go through all 9 classes with the spear. That's my plan. Looks like the first thing we're going to be playing is Ranger. We're not going to go through this and mess with all this stuff. It's not important. Why do you look so good? I need a name. Zorric. No. Spear. No, that sounds bad. Spear you, buddy. Nobody taking that name. Now, this is a beta character. Your inventory should be separated. There was a tweet. A post on the Twitters that said, what did it say? Let me go back and read that. Where was that? I don't know what they're talking about, because your inventory should be separated. New Anet partner. Exciting times. It says, don't forget to remove any inventory items from your Janthir Wilds Spear beta characters before the beta event ends on June 30th at 10 p.m. When I go to the forum post, Ruby says beta characters will disappear at the end of the event, while gameplay progress, including rewards and currency, will not be saved. Make sure you check your beta character inventories or any items that you had before the beta event. The event ends Sunday, June 30th at 10 p.m. Pacific time. But the inventory should be different, right? Like, I'm confused. Is this a meme? Are we being memed by Anet? Have we reached that point? You know? Have we? And Ranger? Who plays this class? Wow, that's cool. Hold on. We need to, No. We're not going to run with this spear. That would be silly, because I have this spear. I guess we need to customize. We'll just put some Zerker stats on it for now. Celestial stats on it. What stats did they give me? Power, precision. Oh, Marauders. Never mind. Marauders stats. Been playing a lot of World versus World and messing with a lot of classes lately. Okay. Beta characters are best for Black Lion chest openings because you still keep your keys on your main characters. I don't have any Black Lion keys. Oh, there's no change with the spear. It's still a thing. Now I don't have any I don't have any keys. I have a stack of chests. What's this? Canist Nin. I hate that NPC. Okay. Yes! This one do. What? It doesn't last long enough for me to read everything? Come on. Come on, Anet! Hold on. Where they at? Holy crap! Holy complex freaking skills, ain't it? Mongoose's Frenzy. Stealth attack is Wolf's Onslaught. Some damage. Okay, some things I know about the spear. First of all, elementalists are insane. Warriors feel a little weak. And other than that, spear seems to be middle ground for a lot of classes with some outliers. Also, people seem to enjoy Necro as well. That's pretty much what I've heard. The other things that I've heard is about the Poltalist parties in World vs. World, where they take elementalist characters and they can damage walls and things like that. Also, last night we ran into one elementalist spear user and they wrecked. They killed my entire guild practically. Because the damage output was not visualized. You couldn't see the damage that it was doing. Same thing when like meteor happens, all you got is this little red circle and you don't see the meteor come down when there's a bunch of other people around. So there's obviously some visual problems that will happen in World vs. World and things like that with the spear. Like I didn't know where I was taking damage. That's because like these attacks, like their range is ridiculous. It's 1200 and things like that. So you have no idea where it's coming from. Because you don't see a projectile even. It's weird. It's weird. Okay. So Predator's Ambush is the stealth one. That does daze. And it gives you swiftness. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. So Mobilize, Cripple, gives you super speed. This one does daze. Dang, that's some damage. Ah, okay. Trying to see where some of this damage is coming from. Yeah, Fury. I don't play a lot of Rangers, so, cool. One does cripple. So this is high damage and mobility is what the spear is looking like on Ranger for sure. Cool. I need a test dummy. Do I want to do raid? I could take these beta characters into a fractal and hit a champ golem. Or we can take him into a raid. Test area. I think those golems will be better because then we can put on boons and stuff, right? I'm not trying to rush this or anything, but the show won't be long today. I don't think, unless it does take me like 5 hours to go through all this. But I want to see. Last time there was a beta, I only checked it on very specific characters. Which one's the test one? This the test one? Which one's the test one? Training area. Is this the test one? Yes. I don't raid a lot either. By the way, my character is marked with beta. Spare you, buddy. That's what I should change the title to. Golem spawner. Just golem settings. No, back. Back. Spawn a golem. Heavy. 10 million health. Do it. Alright. Merge with our pet and just start swinging. Well, this is Marauder's stats. I don't have any sigils or anything on this weapon. but you can't use the 5 skill right away? Hold on. This is a skill, though. But it uses the charge? What is that, Anet? What's the point of flipping it if you need the other charge to do the skill? That strong? So your 3 skill is pretty good. The 4 skill is pretty good. The 2 skill leaves something to be desired. It's the way to get vulnerability for your other skills. This cripple. And it stops your auto attack. Watch this, I'll throw a shark. Oh, the sharks are happening. It's hard to see. Yes, eat the booty. I always thought it was weird that the shark didn't come from you. It just comes out from behind and eats their booty. Look at that. Booty eating shark. Why is there no music in here? I don't know what the rotation would be. The 1 skill is not that strong. If we're just looking at bare minimum. The 4 skill does hit pretty well. The 3 skill, if it crits, hits pretty well. Deal more damage to foes below the health threshold. So below 50%. Against immobilized, disabled, or defiant foes. Ambush 2 is easy to cancel. This, I don't know if it's just gonna be spear in general, but I feel like this switching the Panther's Prowl or whatever, I don't like it. Just right off the bat, I don't like it for a few reasons. First of all, yeah, it is really easy. If you do that and then hit the 1 skill, it's over. I don't know if... Get a yellow bar. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And it's not weak. It's just weird. Is my initial thoughts on this. As it does hit pretty hard, but the DPS definitely is not there with the weapon. I think maces are better. Immediately, that's my feeling. Use a greatsword or a mace if you're gonna melee. It does a lot of cripple, though. I see this being effective in more of a competitive environment. Because you got some immobilization and stuff here. You have a leap to get to people who are trying to get away, even a throw. It is a projectile, though, so it could hit you in the face. And then you have a quick vulnerability build up there. But you're not building, like, I think the problem here, we have endless swiftness. I think the problem here is either maybe the elite spec. I don't think a utility is going to make this much better besides just giving me boons. Yeah, we're doing like 13,000 here. Definitely a PvP weapon. Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Just my immediate thoughts. It would be great as a roaming tool in World versus World. If you know how to combo out of stealth and that kind of thing, the ambush side of things. But the problem is, I feel like the ambush, I don't know, the ambush just feels weird. Oh, and that doesn't work? I don't know. It has the same problem Virtuoso does. If you go past your target, if your target dodges through you, your skill gets canceled. See that? Like, it went off, but nothing happened. I did not mean to hit that button. I like the idea of netting an opponent down. I just don't understand, maybe. I don't know. It feels weird. It does. I mean, again, it's not weak. It's just weird. I think if you do run the spear, you're gonna want might build up from something. I don't know what they had on the spear that I took off. Force and leeching. How do I get the boons?
A deadly raid squad is a happy raid squad. Practice your skills using our state-of-the-art golems.
All of them.
Feels nice.
Now we'll see if... Yeah, so... This is what I'm thinking. Bit of quickness and some, yeah, there's the damage, but how, but... I don't know, I don't play a ranger enough. You're doing 14, 15k there in a PvP environment. It's going to be knocked down about 6,000 damage. Coefficients, but... I still get better numbers on my Reaper. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a lot of button spam if you want to get it right. I just don't think the weapon's good for rotation. It's great if you run up on somebody and you start just freaking doing that and they run away and you just spear them in the face. Yeah, and the skills... Like, if I flipped and the skills weren't on cooldown, too, like it was like an ammo charge, it would be different, but it's not. It's just powering up the skill, but that didn't feel like it hits any... But it doesn't feel like... What? This does a daze? But this is how I felt with Warrior, too. With the staff. Try to hit the 52 combo. Get out of here. I can't combo on a... And I get getting... Wait, how did I do 18,000? Gotta be this. This. No, that ain't. See, I don't. This is my problem. My problem with this game. Like, I used to have the numbers down on Reaper, but even recently, like, sometimes my Reaper's only doing 6 to 7K. And then other times my Reaper is doing, like, 23,000 crits. And I'm not doing anything differently. And I want to assume it's, like, the toughness of the thing I'm hitting. But it just does not feel that way. It just feels like something just ain't working. But, like, this is Guild Wars 2 to me now. Like, I use the same skill and I'm doing 5,000 more damage suddenly than I was a second ago. Why? What's giving me the extra? And it's just literally just using a skill, right? No, I wanted the 4 skill. This is weird. This Panther's Prowl, this is weird. They need to get rid of that. It just needs to be something else. This feels like this should have been like an elite skill, an elite spec skill type thing. I missed the number there. Still 13. How the fuck did I get 18K? This is like watching Mukluk do the Elementalist and he started spamming and it was doing just as much DPS as when he was doing the rotation. It doesn't make sense. Like, doesn't make sense. Get off a Ranger. See what happens when I play Ranger? I just get more and more pissed off. I don't know why. Ranger just upsets me. Wait, whoa. Hold on. Bee Sting instead? What the frick is Bee Sting? The physical projectile. That's it. It's just, it does that. Doesn't do anything else? Oh. So melee is stronger. I don't get the point of the 5 skill besides it's adding. It's just, it's not doing anything. I mean, all it does is it adds 3 seconds of daze there. It's not doing any more damage. This one, it does more cripple. You're already doing cripple with this in melee range. That's just vulnerability, right? The only thing that changes is that 5 skill to immobilize. I don't even see the point of the 5 skill being anything else besides just an immobilize. Just an automatic immobilize, get rid of the crap. 2 skill does almost double damage. Are you sure? Doing the same damage. What are you talking about? I don't understand. This is why I play Reaper. Did that not hit?
Give me energy.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Yeah,
lacking the
but
will.
what if? Is the last hit? Does this show me that? Anet, why can't you just save my location on Spear? Like, why do you have to always open at the top? Why? It's 2024. I don't need to know any of this shit besides the weapons on hand. That's it. Don't show me anything. Close everything else. I don't want to see it. The powerful blow. Follow-up damage. You know, it's in beta. It's in beta. I don't think that description is correct. Like, the idea of it's correct. The way it's saying it, I don't think it is. I lost target. Wow. I mean, it's not a bad weapon. I think I would have to get used to it. And I think 5-2 would be the only use for this. I really don't think the 3 skill is worth a lot. Because the 2 skill does vulnerability as well as that 3rd hit. The 3 skill, I think, is just double damage. The 2 skill recharges faster. Yeah, there'd be no reason to even use the 3 skill unless they're running away. I'm not interrupting it. I don't know what you mean by interrupting. Am I just not good at interrupting my own skills? Or am I just dumb? I mean, you're doing almost double damage from... Like, you see that? Because you're doing, like, 5K a couple times, giving that vulnerability, then hitting for over 10. The 3 skill only does 10 once. I know, it's one of those weird things. One of those weird things. That's an Anet thing. You have this skill that you should never use because it doesn't actually help you. So, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. There is a big problem with spears that has been clarified from just if you use projectiles in general, is this. I can't kill a rat. Why? Because the obstructed god exists. And if you pray hard enough as an NPC, you will survive anything. Anet needs to fix this. Now, I don't want to hit people through the wall. Like, if I'm standing here and there's a wall and it says obstructed, I'm an idiot. But if I'm obviously standing over something, it's standing on the ground, you're telling me I can't hit it because it's obstructed by what? So this is a problem. Just in general with the spear. And it's actually pretty bad with the spear compared to some other things. But it's just a problem in the game. Like, I have to get in melee range. Can I hit this one? But people can be standing in front of you and you just can't hit them. It's just something Anet does need to fix.
Return, my friend.
Also, I have no idea how to use this this class or anything, so I'm not showcasing it well. Sort of just trying to see what looks good, what doesn't, type of thing. Go to engineer. That's the other one I wanted to check out because I didn't hear a lot about engineer because nobody wants to talk to me about engineer, I guess. What's up with the engineer? Hold on, what's my other pet?
Come here, old friend.
A pig? I don't know. I was so I don't know why I was excited about a pig. All right, let's do that. Do an engineer. Wants me to do warrior. I want to wait on warrior because I hear warrior sucks. Engineer. I don't care about any of this. Spear me now, baby. Okay. They're gonna get deleted. I don't care. I have issues. I know. Hey, go back. It's a Condi weapon which also needs you to run kits to hit full damage. Well, I don't think any build really doesn't use kits anymore, does it? Because even the power builds in World vs. World were just pure flamethrower, practically. Because projectiles get bounced. They have me on a Hollow Smith. Bomb kit, grenade kit. But in PvE land, Power Mech might run signets. Okay. Whee! Oh, I want to switch to my legendary spear. What? That's the other thing. I'm not going to be running full power here. I guess I could. There's no other weapon. So there you have Power Vitality Condi, so it's carrying stats with Bursting and Geomancy. I could just do this, right? Where is it?
Rare loot.
Aha! Do they have Bursting? Yes, there's Bursting and... What was the other one? Geomancy. Okay. Customized. So they had carrion. I just want to see what Anet was also giving people. Because I don't know. I mean... Geomancy carrion stats. I mean, I'll be honest. Carrion stats aren't the worst. Especially in open world. A Condi signet and a teleport signet that could be useful. See, I don't want to mess with too much because I just want to look at the weapon specifically. Like, I'll put boons on, but I don't even want to eat food. I just sort of want to see what the weapon can do. Because I feel like anything in the game can be good if you know how to build it up. There's just always going to be something that's meta, great, better, whatever. But at the same time, if somebody wanted to run Sword Warrior, there is a build for that, which won't leave you in like mediocrity and that kind of thing. But at the same time, like if I feel like I'm doing too much, I might get too good of an impression versus whatever. But I don't know. It's really all going to be subjective, isn't it? We'll do the big one. We'll do the big one. No, I didn't mean to do that. Spawn my golem. Alright, without boons, let's see what we can do. Hold on. No surprise long range on this one. Why is my shark... Oh yeah, it's the thunder weapon. Some vulnerability and bleeds? Hold on. I don't know where the fire's coming from. From crits, okay. There's the 2 skill, here's the 3 skill. What the frick? What in the Revenant is this? And then they give you another skill to immobilize? This is the most broken thing I've ever seen in my life. Reminds me of Scrapper Hammer. I don't like the pause of the 3 skill, but at the same time, you are... Hold on. Alright. The biggest problem with the build I have right now is it does not have Condi duration, nor is the Condi damage being backed up by the duration, so it's not really doing that much damage. I do feel like Vipers would be really good with this. And they have kits to back it up. I didn't mean to do that. Wanted to... I don't even know how to play this class. Not engineer. I'm actually pretty good with engineer. Just Hollow Smith in general. I need like... Alright, there's actually a few things I like about this. First of all, an engineer weapon. An engineer weapon with a little bit of mobility is nice. So like when you're using rifle, having that jump skill and things, targets like to run away. 5 skill's a little slow. I'll be honest. For what it does, feels a little slow. Last forever. I gotta say, that 3 skill is probably my favorite. Mostly because having some immobilize in your arsenal is always fantastic. Especially in PvP. This weapon doesn't feel as PvP as Ranger. Just right off the bat. It doesn't feel as PvP, but there's definitely some PvP stuff to it, like that's 3 skill. But this right here just seems like a fun skill that exists. That 3 skill just seems fun and we have something attached to it. And of course the 5 skill. Really slow. I mean, it's really slow. Alright, let me go into here and take a look directly at the weapon skills. So it's just all bleeding and vulnerability on the one skill. This does fire. How much range? 700, so... Okay. Primary lightning rod, deal damage to nearby enemies. So it's more vulnerability. And then... Okay. Charge the earth with electricity, launching focused foes and stunning others. So this is just a stun. Immediately strike your foe, inflicting conditions. I do not understand. Wait, this is 2?
I'm wilting. Need more endurance.
What am I not understanding? Hold on. Damn it, Anet. This is Devastator. And Focus Devastation is after the fact? Don't use the 3 skill. Got it. But then it doesn't recharge. Yeah, I don't know. Again, the 3 skill. What's up with the 3 skill?
Hi there.
Let me put some boons on and see how it feels with the
If you
boons.
have any inquiries,
All of them! God mode. 5 skill, very slow. You know, what this feels like is... staying in the dummy as much as I can. $18 stacks of burning there? That's not too bad. I'm gonna hit that. I don't know, I sort of like it, but at the same time, with Condi damage, it's sort of hard to tell for me. I don't run a lot of Condi for a lot of reasons, but when I do run Condi, the numbers aren't bad. I mean, it's... If I had a different build, I think Vipers or something like that would probably be better. For sure. But overall, I I don't know, it's a little simpler than Ranger with the ambush skills. You know, I'm thinking though, this with the weapon swap to a hammer, just really quick. I think now you'd need the scrapper, wouldn't you? Can I not put a hammer on? Can you not weapon swap? I feel like a hammer's still gonna be better, just not. This is like the Condi hammer, if that makes sense. I wish I could swap between the two. But I still feel like running any other kit would be better. I don't remember what the rotation is on that. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to get out of combat. I do think it's a decent weapon. I just think there's something better. This is the Condi. This is definitely, if you're Condi focused, the weapon you probably want. But I feel like rifle or hammer would still be better on engineer in general. I do like the skills definitely feel better when you're moving though. On Ranger, it just feels stiff. Yeah, that 2's sort of like a little dash. Don't hit anything. I like it, I just probably wouldn't use it. Much like a lot of the necro weapons. Just something's better. Something better, probably. Doesn't feel like when I don't know. I don't know. With access to the hammer and things like that, I can switch it now. I mean, yeah, I just feel like the hammer just is better. Because it hits so fast, and the front end damage is just hard to ignore. Like... And the thing is, like... Yeah, maybe you don't have the same kind of...
Not enough energy.
Mobility, but I just feel like there's a lot more you can do with the hammer, like to defend yourself, to just like look how far away you can stun somebody with this. I mean, that's just it. I feel like the spear's a little slow right now. I just feel like it's a slow weapon. It's a slow build-up weapon that has very specific things, but that's, of course, we're only 2 classes in, so we'll see. The next one. Next character. These are just going to be first impressions. Until I have the weapon and I can just keep using it. Alright, what's it going to yell? Guardian? That looks good. Spear me, maybe.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
Alright, what do we have here? They're doing... leeching. That's the only thing they gave you? They didn't use the other upgrade slot? Just leeching. Anet, what the flip? Resolution? Ooh. Some fury, might, blindness. Looks like they don't have an icon yet. Okay. Resistance weakness. I sort of like it. And leeching. That's the best you could do, Anet, with leeching? Get out of here.
Mine. All mine.
Doesn't look like there's a lot of Condi. This looks like a front-end damage weapon. Do some, I don't know. Do what we didn't do on the Ranger to get better numbers. Oh, what was the stats they want us to have? Celestial? You know what? Fine. With all the people who love Guardian at ArenaNet, I'm actually surprised.
Stinkers.
This all I have? Is that why we only have one? ANET needs to give us better choices when testing this stuff.
Sweet, sweet loot.
And for sigils, they're weak. Give us better sigils, ANET. What the frick? Also, why does it cost money to go to the aerodrome? I mean, it's not going to cost me money because none of this counts. But, I'm just saying. You know?
Fight.
Alright, what do we got? Swing your spear, sending out a wave of light in front of you that damages enemies and heals allies. Immediately thinking this is an open world versus world type weapon. My immediate thoughts. Just golem set, no. Hold on! Is my loot stick back? What? The loot stick. This is the loot stick, right? What the hell is that? No, they can't be serious. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, God. Anet. Anet, please. So this is what, a support weapon? Through and through?
Time to do some real damage.
Hold on now. A bit of DPS in here. know what class really should use this weapon? Firebrand. I don't know if it'll overtake Hammer or whatever else people are using. I keep thinking that 2 skill's something else, and I don't know why. This is what this weapon is for. For sure. Let's put boons on it already.
Feel free to approach the console.
I need to
and
see
begin
this with some
combat
quickness.
Replenishing.
If you have any questions, I'm all ears.
What? What in the damage is that? I thought I misread that. Hold on. $5,000 per hit? Okay, the 2 skill, stupid. I hate it. But even on Celestial stats, I feel... Don't do it, Zorric. I think we could out DPS the Ranger. $83. Hold on 1 second. Let's get out of combat. Get out of combat. Because this is exactly the trap I fell in with Warrior. Is that with the staff on Warrior, it wasn't so much that the skills didn't combo well and stuff like that. It's just that its one skill did a buttload of damage if you got close to something. Oh, I have to change it over to something else. Hold on. I do. I literally have the armor for this. Oh my god, would it just, would you work? Oh yeah. Hold on. Hold on, what do we have here? Generals, what the frick? I'll be honest, relics have not clicked with me very well. We're gonna actually go to Marauder stats. Just for a moment. Because if I would do Zerkers, I would definitely just go to Marauders for the extra vitality. Because Guardian has nothing. Where is Marauders? Thank you. Everything. Marauders, everything. There definitely needs to be some music inside of this place, too. I don't know why there's not music. Why is it so quiet in here? Anet, music is a powerful tool. Can we please use it? Thank you. Customize, and we'll do... does anyone use Zerkers and Valkyries? I was going to use that on my Necro, but... I'm using Dragon's armor. Where's the music bot? Is there a music? Are you messing with me? There's not a music bot. I swear to God. Okay. What did I have on the other armor? Superior Rune of Strength? I don't disagree with it. Put that on. Buy the boob bot. What boob bot? Is this game? Is this game? Oh, Boon bot. Jammertron. Thank God. Play something. Excitement. Sounds of combat. Thank you. I didn't even see this guy. He just sort of blended in for me. All right. I think we're doing, yeah, we're a little bit too high on the crits right now, but that's fine. This out DPS is Ranger! What's with all the ambush crap? Hold on, I got a 2 skill here. That's ridiculous. I keep using that 2 skill. I don't know why. Doing like freaking 27,000 damage there. Easy. Should I be mad, or should I just not be surprised that Guardian has a better weapon? Because here's the thing. Even if it didn't out DPS Ranger, it gives you good boons. Resistance is a great boon. 4 seconds? That 4 skill is ridiculous. Then this one gives you Fury and Might. There was no Fury or Might on the Ranger skills. It was all like disables. The 2 skill gives you Resolution, which would be the only reason to use it, really. And it's 5 seconds of Resolution. You get 2 charges. Is it giving me Resolution? Or is it just allies? I think it's just allies. That sort of sucks. But at the same time, what the frick? It grants Fury to allies. Wait. So that's why you have to use the 2 skill? Is to get the extra effects? What? I didn't even realize. So you have to do this silly little thing here, which is stupid. I hate it. Your spear attacks are automatically illuminated, so you don't really need to. Okay. Okay. I think this spear is fantastic. I like it more than the Ranger, and I think it will be much more useful in open world and world versus world and PvP. I think this one definitely has been thought out maybe the most, because you have a few things going for it. First of all, you have this nice AoE effect that just sort of, you know, does some area control. You have some nice stuff here, and you get some combos that can definitely come out of this weapon. The other thing is, this is the loot stick that we once had with staff. This little effect right here. And this heals and does damage. I think it's a great support weapon. The DPS, if you just go DPS with it, isn't terrible either. I do think the 2 skill's a little silly. I don't like it. I don't like that. That's because it moves me. If it was just like a little poke forward. But I don't think the DPS is going to out DPS a ranger who knows what they're doing. Because the amount of support's there, it'd be a little insane to be able to out DPS a ranger. It just feels like it could, because the skills just feel better to use, if that makes sense. So I think overall, this spear has a great place for it compared to maybe ranger. But engineer, I feel like that spear also had a place. I feel like ranger's getting a little bit shafted with that ambush ability. I don't think the ambush ability is like the worst thing that's ever been introduced to the game. I mean, it's not Warrior Warhorn by any means. But I don't know. I definitely don't know how this is going to end up in the rotation for the meta, but I do feel like this is the first spear class that I feel like it's going to end up in raids or something. It's going to be important to use somewhere. World versus Worlds, PvP, open worlds. I mean, resistance and resolution, just in general to allies, that's just silly. And we're not even using utilities and stuff. I'm just saying the spear. Not even weapon swap, you know? Because if we were like weapon swapping here for specific things, man, I love the sword and focus. That has what? When did they change that? I love me some sword and focus, by the way. One of my favorite things on Guardian. Like that right there is just a fun little thing. Then switch to the spear. I don't know. I interrupted my 3 skill. I could do this. Also, Willbender's broken. I hate Willbender. Alright. 73% map completion. What the frick? Spear you, buddy. Okay. Let's delete this character. And a Sylvari, Mel, Thief. Okay. Just gonna stick with the name since I already have it. Okay, let's see what the Thief does. I don't. Bursting and it's a Condi weapon? Wow. Block your incoming attack. If you block an attack, heal yourself. If this skill follows a finisher skill, it blocks additional attacks. Finisher skill, it counts as a lead attack and grants a bonus to outgoing damage for a duration. Okay, this seems a little more confusing. Gotta open this.
Man, loot.
We have Carrion. Again, Carrion probably not the best, but you know. What are we gonna do? I missed it again. Bursting. A Geomancer and Bursting. Huh. We're not the same sigils we got last time. Right? I'm wrong. Like it. Do. So it's a Condi weapon. This one looks like a combo. Can you combo? Do it. Let's see if I can be good at the game. LOL. Wait a second. Really? Daredevil, huh? Do it. On a golem. No. Let's go. Let that one skill do. Stealth. Okay, I get it. I'm not understanding this force skill at all. Oh, I have to finish. Okay. There it is. Okay. This one also has range. Okay. And it does bleeding. Okay, off the bat, complex weapon. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And that's okay on a thief because they deserve it.
Testing. If you have any inquiries, come speak to me.
I also play thief a good amount, so I hit the wrong button. Dang it. As a Condi weapon, it is interesting. I think it might be better than daggers. Oh, you can do that way. Problem is you risk. Ah, I see. Huh. Interesting. All right. So let me just vocalize what I'm thinking here. I think what's interesting is that you can spam the force skill for the daze effect. It sort of reminds me of a mixture between dagger and whatever pistol with the force skill that does daze effect. But there's conditions that have to be met for the 2 and 3 skills just with the spear, because you're only using the spear. So the cool part about it is that, you know, you can finish, but if you need to daze somebody, you can still spam. You can still spam. Does it always daze? No, it'd be a little crazy if I could just. I mean, how many times did I just use that? Like, those can't all be dazes, right? Like, inflicts condition. If it strikes movement and pure foot, also inflicts daze. But you can practically keep. Like, that's it, right? Like, daze, kill. What? What is this weapon? And then you just have a block? You better have stability if you face this thief. Doesn't tell me if it's a projectile, but I'm assuming it is, right? You're throwing it? This would be really good DPS, but the one thing that I'm seeing here is maybe a potential for stun locking to let your conditions do work. I mean, this is a Necro killer right here, because Necro doesn't get a lot of stability. Keep accidentally pressing the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get powered up. 3, 4.
It was nothing.
Man, it's so weird. Like, weird in a good way. Let me get my initiative back. I'm not doing the thing I'm trying to do. 3 blocks? Dang! And then it stealths you. I think this is a really good weapon on the Thief. I don't know exactly how you would use it, but it seems like a very good PvP weapon. Open world, maybe not so much. I think there are better choices out there, including maybe just doing front-end damage with a staff on a Daredevil. But, I mean, we're also not running the best stats either, so I'm not getting as much damage as I possibly could with the Condis. Did a decent amount of damage there. I don't know how long I've been hitting this golem, but I like it. Oh, now we get that? And you can heal a bit, block. Dang. Yeah, it's a good weapon. I like this one. Good DPS weapon. A lot of utility in it, too. Alright, nice. Man, I don't know why people were just bashing these spears. I don't know. I think they're pretty good so far, the first 4 classes. Alright, we gotta delete our character. Create beta. Sending me back to Norn. Hey, Necro, let's do it. So I've heard good things about the Necro Spear. What those good things are is that just that the Necro Spear is fun. That's what they said. The Marauder Force Leeching. Oh, I could see this again. Yeah, they don't give you back the leeching. They give you they give you transference, I think. Anyways. Marauders on a Necro. Interesting choice, ain't it? Is that Marauders? Yeah, it's Marauders. Marauders on a Necro. Or we'll just do fire. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. An hour and 40 minutes. I don't remember how long I talked at the beginning of today's show, but this is class number 5. So far, Ranger, a little weird. Engineer, Guardian. I see there's possibly some pretty good uses there. But Thief, I think that's the best one so far. That one looks very good for the DPS and annoyance for a Thief, so. And I play Thief a little bit, so my favorite weapons on Thief, if you want to know, pistol's what I run map completion on a Thief. But short bow, I love short bow. But staff, always a great weapon, and then dagger pistol. Usually what I run if I'm not running pistol in the open world and stuff like that. Just a lot of blinds and stuff like that. I know Scepter and things like that on Spectre. I've been doing that a little bit too. So, but overall, I think the spear definitely just fits right in. It almost feels like it was there since the start of the game, type of thing. Like it's a weapon you'd pick up and use. So that one definitely has felt the best so far. All right, Necro, show me what you can do. Hold on. Do you have any secret range? No secret range. Swords are better. Automatically. Swords are better. It's a chill weapon? This also steals health. Anet, what in the fuck? What is that? Don't tell me this is gonna be better than the greatsword. Am I gonna be a spear necro? Alright. We've only got through 2 skills here. 3? Have a teleport on that weapon? What the frick is that? Definitely feels like an alternate greatsword. That's how you'd build up the might. I main Necro, so immediately this weapon feels really good. It's not hitting as hard as my greatsword does, though, and it could just be because I'm not having... My build builds up vulnerability and might on the enemy very quickly. Well, might on me, vulnerability on them.
Practice your skills using our state-of-the-art golems.
Getting healthy.
Put some boons on. That teleports you to the enemy. Oh, yeah. What is that? Incoming boons are negated. That removes boons from foes and negates the next few boons applied. This weapon is broken! No wonder people like it. Jesus Christ! I'm taking this in the world versus world. You're all screwed. I don't even know what to say. And we're siphoning health? Does chill? Increases damage by 20% if they're below 50? This is just another greatsword. The teleport and other I'm sorry, that's just habit right there. What I just did. I gotta say though, without the traits, we're not getting a lot of vulnerability here. Greatsword does pretty well. Probably why they have that. There's the might gain. I mean, chill to the bone's just a little bit of overkill. Marauder's probably not what I'd have on this character, though. I might become a spear user. I like the way this feels, definitely. Everything I've heard about this, look at that. Just everything I've heard about this weapon, 100%. Yeah, people really enjoying the Necro weapon. And life siphoning with the build I have, I'm running 31,000 health. I mean, just... The cooldowns on the weapon too. I like the idea of a teleport as well. Cooldowns on the weapons, without alacrity, are pretty long still, but they're shorter than the greatsword. I don't know. I think I might run Spear in the expansion just to sort of fill it out. And I'm sort of curious on just how much this might be the problem now. Do a strong 22nd and see how that feels. Oh, I didn't update it. God, I'm so bad at this. Just. Defiance bar. Second. Update my golem. I haven't worried about Defiance, but my problem... Yeah. Free skill does do Defiance. Chill is a nice soft one. I love Reaper. It's such a fun class. I love this idea that it can't, like 3 of their boons get negated for a period of time. Which will be helpful out in open world PvE where they've just put like resistance and protection on so many things. I really feel like this weapon should have been in Soto and into Dragons. You know, or since the beginning of the game, Anet, what the frick? I love that 2 skill. That 2 skill's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. All right, yeah, really like that. I think I'm gonna need 2 legendary spears then, because I still need my underwater spear, and I don't think I have any ascended weapons left. So, but I actually use the trident more underwater than anything else on my Necro. Even with the Condis, it's just, it applies a lot of chill, and then I go to Reaper Shroud and just finish things off. I really like the spear on the Necro. I agree with a lot of things that people have said that they've enjoyed it. I am, yeah, I like, even in like Even in World versus World, I see this being just a silly, silly... Game isn't breaking, but it's broken. Or it's messed up. But anyhow, can I? No. You can! Oh man! Okay. Okay. I better stop playing this. Someone's gonna do the research. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. And then you get the shards. Okay. Foes in front of him with a series of strikes, consuming an active soul shards, deal additional damage against foes below the threshold. So this 2 skill removes those soul shards. Huh. But it's that 2 skill's stupid strong, so. But I just like the idea, and it's hitting. It's not obstructed. All right, some mobility on a Necro. Utility, I guess, and just overall fun weapon to do damage with. Does chill, which works great with the Reaper. I think this is definitely a weapon to be used. I could see this on Harbinger too a little bit as a swap 2 weapon to close a gap. If you don't have a the jump ready or whatever it is, you can definitely use the spear, close in, get some health back and stuff like that. Build up some might. That 3 skill, some immobilized days, yeah. I definitely see it working with a lot of things. Even base Necro, this would be a very good weapon. Oh no. I still think the Greatsword in World vs. World might have a bit better utility to drag people off of walls and just overall provide blind. That's the thing about the Greatsword, but yeah. I can't help it. It's just fun. Awesome. Really like that. I don't know what Anet would need to adjust there. Da-da-dum. If there was anything to adjust on Necro. Yeah, even on the other spears, I'm not sure. I think Ranger was the weirdest. I think if they adjust anything on Ranger is that somehow make that 5 skill not as interruptible as Yaj was saying in chat. But just, I don't know. I don't think the flipping of the skills are that great besides the 2 skill. And the 5 skill needing, like the 5 skill needing a charge, I'm not sold on that. It's powerful, but at the same time, it's weird. Human, male, we already did thief. Let's go check out warrior. And okay, let's do a bit of a flip side here. I've heard a lot of complaints. Give me a moment here. Let me go use the restroom really quick. It'll be about a minute. We've been going for about 2 hours, so time to get up, stretch, use the restroom, grab something to eat, drink. I will be back, and we will check out warrior here in a second. Here be. All right, I am back. Let's check out this next. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We have a special guest. Hello, Bobo. On the Discord, I showed you all Lucky stealing his bed. Do not jump. Do not do it. You see where that arm is? It's because he's going to pull himself up and then jump off my stomach. No, you're not. No, you're not. Look, it's Midian. Look at that blue cube. Such a good boy. Like your brother. Okay, he doesn't want to be picked up, but at the same time, you put him down and he gives you the puppy dog eyes. Like, ridiculous. Okay, back to Guild Wars 2. Sorry. Let's check out Warrior. So, we're going from one of the most liked to one of the just absolutely bottom of the barrel. I think this was the one that people told me they disliked the most. Uh-oh.
That's
okay.
how it's done.
So let's see what kind of build they gave us. Marauders. Force leeching. Got it. Force leeching. Here's my spear. Open this up.
That looks valuable.
Marauders. I'm gonna see what everything looks like with this legendary. I wonder what the new legendary spear is gonna be. Of course, we'll just go with fire since we think it was leeching. It's a ranged weapon. Additional targets below range of 300. So the stipulation here looks like that one skill, the further away, so it has piercing. The closer you are to the target, the more targets it's able to hit. For piercing. Hit up to 4 targets. Interesting. I don't know if, just immediately, I don't know if I like that. But, you know. I really feel like Anet doesn't like warriors. Or doesn't know what to do with them, maybe? Maybe that it's not that they don't like, it just seems like they don't like because they don't know what to do with the warrior. That's what it feels like. Because the warrior is the only class with a weapon you can't do damage with. Yeah. I can throw sharks. I think that's awesome. They should update this spear too. That's what they should do.
Welcome. Feel free to approach the console and begin combat practice. If you have any questions, I'm all ears.
Yeah, the question. Push. You really, Zach. Really? Let's do the music of. Bana Golem, this one, 10 million.
Almost there.
Triple, okay. Aftershock damage.
Just getting started.
Fade away from the target foes and swipe forward, sending a wave of air in front of you that knocks enemies back. I see what the problem is. Track the target's location. blaze shorter close to the target to you. Okay, but why does it do so much damage on this, but not this? I'm starting to see the problem. What the frick? That's all it did? Back up. Since it's a ranged weapon. It's a new ranged weapon, which I think Warrior needs. Need to get on the very edge.
Adrenaline rising. Almost ready.
So the 3 skill's worthless? Okay. I'm just throwing sharks. Okay, I can see why people don't like this spear immediately. First of all, it's a ranged weapon and practically only a ranged weapon, but it doesn't lose anything if you get close to the target. You gain things close to the target, which to me seems a little counterintuitive to a ranged weapon. 100%. That 3 skill is shit. I don't know what this 3 skill is. The damage is low. It does knockback. It has an evade. But I don't know how useful that is to a warrior unless you're already out of an evade. I'm not sold on that 3 skill. I just don't think it's worth it. There's a lot of condition stuff here. And I don't know.
Out of endurance.
I also, going from Zerker to this, I don't see a reason to even go to Zerker. All right, let me see again. So there's an evade. It just seems very weak compared to going from Necro to this, especially. Just seems like a weak weapon. Let's get some boons on. All of them. All right, quickness does make it feel better.
Now we can fight for real.
Well, that's some good damage there. I don't feel like it's as bad as people want it to be. It just feels too simple, maybe. I don't like that 3 skill at all. I just don't like it. I get it, but I don't like it. But this is a pretty good DPS weapon. Let's build up to the thing. That 4 skill, I at first didn't think I would like, but I do. And these are all projectiles, right? So they can be reflected. That's an AoE. That's an AoE. Oh, and this gives back endurance from the traits, too. I forgot. I mean, you're playing Zerker with a ranged weapon.
No.
That has a dodge. Again, if you want DPS, do not use the... Just don't use the... Am I hitting it twice? What is happening there? Just don't use that 3 skill like I just did. DPS is great. It's just... It's very simplistic. I don't think it's a bad weapon. I think it's on par with the Ranger. I do think it's a little weird for the 3 skill, that evade. I feel like this should have been not a knockback. I feel like the evade part would be okay, but instead of knockback, I think damage would have been better. Again, we're just in a weird place with Warrior. Warrior is not bad, but Warrior isn't the best either. It's just in a place that it has these little niche areas that it fills and that kind of thing. And I feel like the spear is sort of there too. If you don't want to run longbow or rifle, you have the spear. But projectiles in World versus World are sort of just... This is what I'm thinking, though, is this right here. That damage right there and that right there would be very good and competitive. The 2 skill is slow.
Just getting started.
But that 5 skill, that's a lot of damage that can happen to someone very quickly. I'm pretty sure those are projectiles too, so unless they can't be blocked or whatever, I just don't feel... Again, it's great damage at range though. But if you get reflected, is my warrior dead? That's what the 3 skill needed to be. 3 seconds of unblockable. Fuck the knockback. Fuck the evade. 3 seconds of just that middle skill doesn't even do damage. It just makes things unblockable. Maybe even just 2 seconds with quickness, because we can see how fast this weapon is. But yeah, you want to reflect me, do it. If I'm in your face, melee range, and this can be reflected, that's gonna suck. But if I had a skill that I could hit and then just screw you over anyways. But I'm very unsure. Can I put reflect on a golem? Is that an option yet? I don't think so. If I could put reflect on that golem, that would help me see the dangers of sort of using the spear. I guess that's the sort of the way it is. I mean, but that DPS, it's a hard argument using Zerker with that kind of DPS. It's gonna come down to what utilities you're also using, what kind of build you have. Again, we're running all boons, so get that kind of DPS, but it doesn't add boons. The only thing it does is some cripple and some immobilize and some daze. I don't understand the daze with the immobilize. I guess what they're trying to say, even if you had stability, this is going to stop you. Which is okay. Again, this skill is okay because it does decent damage. The 3 skill, however, I don't know. Knocking your foe away, is that gonna actually do anything for you? If 2 Superior Warriors were going at it, I just feel like this is not gonna help you do what you want to do. I don't know. That 3 skill, I definitely would do something else. Stipulations of being closer to do more damage, I'm not really sold on that either. I like less delay on the 5 skill, like, makes sense. Well, sort of, I guess. I mean, it does it. But at the same time, like, the idea of doing more damage closer to the target, I don't know if that was necessary. I think it's weird. I don't think it's bad. The additional targets make sense. Yeah, I don't like the aftershock one. I don't think that's necessary. I think this should force people to move. A nice area control effect. Like, getting hit by the first thing sucks. Getting hit by the second one shouldn't require me to be standing here to get the full effect. Should help me, like, clear a point or whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't play warrior as much as I once did. First one was obstructed. This rat right here, right? I killed it like a doofus. I'm back, rats. I need to try to kill you. Those aren't obstructed. Move on. Get 3 other classes. Do-do-do. We're going to be playing a Char female. So what do we have left? Revenant, Mesmer, and Elementalist. Let's go Mesmer. Check that out. Guild Wars 2 beta. Is it weird I like that art up in the top center? What is a Mesmer? Like it's front end, okay.
Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Marauders, some decent stats for a Mesmer. Doing front end damage. That's and fire, sure. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty. You liked Mesmer, Thief, and Necro? Did not like Revenant and Warrior. We'll check out Revenant next. I didn't hear too much about Revenant. A lot of people saying that one was towards the middle. Warrior, I think, was the least liked. Overall, though, if you go out on the internet, people are like, all the spears suck. They just suck. They're stupid. They're dumb. Except for Necro. But in all honesty, if you're a Necro player, you pretty much love the class, so... Yeah, give me another weapon. Sure, I'll use it. All right. What are you giving me? Rifle? Oh, a spear? All right. Yeah, this is great. I'll use a spear. Why? Why, you may ask? Then we don't care because we're going to use our Shroud abilities. That's it. We just use the weapons to get back into Shroud. So whatever's going to help us do that. Alright. See what it's like. Spawn a golem. Huge! 10 million health. Spawn my golem. So, let's swing. Hold on, is there any secret, no range? Whoa! Whoa!
Achieving the life for me.
We're doing weakness and giving ourselves might with the one skill. Clarity. Your skill. What? Powered how? Where are all these clones coming from? Why did I just do that? Oh, they come from the 2 skill.
Healthy and hale.
Oh! I get it. It's a combo weapon!
Healthy and hale. Anger rising.
Be great for shatters. Yeah. Yeah, it just wasn't dawning. I was like, where's the other Lancer? I like the idea of keeping weakness on somebody forever. Okay, evade while preparing a strong attack. If you successfully evade an attack before you strike, your attack will heal you. Remove conditions from yourself if you have clarity. So this one will remove conditions. This gives you blur. Straight onto a distortion. So that 2 skill. That the only way to get clarity? Ah. So the combo can go either way for the 2 and 5. Okay, hold on. Get away from this target. This character is slow as molasses. I need to look at this really quick. Place targets in front of you in a yeah, so it's ambush. Gives you sharp edges. Targets in front of you with blows. So what? This isn't just doing. Come back over here and start hitting him.
Anger rising.
it's when I shatter. There's the...
Healthy and hale.
Alright. I like Mesmer's Spear. I like it. This might be a great way for Chronomancer to get...
Anger rising.
Chronomancer can have a problem sometimes. Not saying everybody has this problem. But it's hard to get clones. But the thing about this spear too, on a Virtuoso, this is how we could get blades back very quickly.
Healthy and hale.
I play Mesmer in World vs. World. And I guess in PvE, but overall, this is a great way to put clones back in your arsenal. And the weapon itself is a pretty okay melee weapon. Oops, I did it wrong. Alright, so the combo... Hold on, I can reset this stuff. So the combo is 2, 5, 4... Nope, I did it wrong. Hold on. The combo... Hold on! The combo is... We need to put all boons on this, too. Is 2, 5, 2, 4... And you get all of that right there. Followed up with a 3 skill because the person's panicking and you win. Like, just to show it again. You go from nothing, come in, 2, 5, 2, 4, shatter, and you get all of that. I like it. I like it. Let's put some boons on. Put the boons on.
A deadly raid squad is a happy raid squad. Practice your skills using our
Healthy and
state-of-the-art
hale.
guns.
Okay. Played a shatter build in forever. It's just fun. It's like the necro weapon. It's just fun to use. A lot of stuff going on. You got your shatter skills ready to go. Oh, I didn't use that 2 skill first, but you know, maybe we need it on the 3. It just depends. Like there's some conditions here, but it's nowhere as complicated as some of the other ones feel. I mean, the other ones aren't really complicated. I don't know if I like the I don't know if I like that they did Mirage with it. Right? That's what we're on. Get out of combat. I want to try a different class really quick. Or specialization.
On the mend.
Within the threshold makes sense. Grand spoons.
Anger rising.
Always good. Well, I don't know exactly what I would use. Doc's blades.
Healthy and hale.
Grab the...
Who wants it?
What the flying frick? Yeah, they're gonna have to nerf this. Just right off the bat, unless they want people to just always be dead. Yeah. Great sort of spear would just be fantastic. I'm not even fully set up for like what we could do with this. Yeah, and that does stun? Nice. That's all stocking blades. I don't know. No. I like it. Not as much as I liked it on Necro, I think, but I do like it. I was shooting sharks with it. Yeah, because any of your projectiles get turned into a shark. I think it worked underwater too. I can't remember though. Wait, can Mesmers have a spear? Water? Spear underwater, right? It's not just trident. Yeah. I've seen it before, I think. But yeah. I mean, even on the partial, it does a lot. That right there is... Even the 5 skill and a panic gets you extra things too. Same thing when we were on the warrior and he was going into berserk mode. He was just throwing sharks. That's fun. Okay, move on. Let's go check out ArenaNet. Now that we've had another fun one, let's check out ArenaNet. So far, I don't think Spear is bad. I just think there's some areas that they're going to have to look at to sell it still. So we'll see if ArenaNet's sort of like the same problem. Did I spell him wrong? What is going on? Yeah, when this is fully released in August, I feel like we're going to see a lot of people using Spear, though.
I did it.
I'm excited that they're giving us a weapon on all the classes that people are either going to enjoy or not enjoy, but I feel like they're probably going to enjoy it. Okay, so they're giving Celestial stats on a Revenant. Who saw that coming? Gotta open my box of tricks.
That's my loot.
Celestial, we'll put that, and I don't know what else is on here. Is that there are some conditions. Let's put some bursting on. Good. Okay. I think I already see what the problem with Revenant is going to be. I already see it. And I hate when they do this with weapons, but at the same time I understand why they do it with weapons. Because some people do run the hybrid builds, but I think the problem with this weapon, immediately glancing at what it was given there, is that it's trying to do too much. And so therefore it can't do too much. And it got neutered before it even... Not gonna be using the utilities. Spawn a golem. Huge. 10 million. Why is it 600 range?
Swiftly.
What?
Anger rising. Anger rising.
Okay. You know what? All you people complaining. Why is this weapon so slow? Holy Jesus. This is just... I mean, even the condition damage, I don't think... What is that? Why am I in slow motion?
Welcome.
Oh,
Feel free
frickin-
to approach the console and begin combat practice. If you have any questions, I'm all ears.
Doing as much damage as I was doing with the Ranger, I think. With quickness, it isn't so bad, but it's going to force you to have to use quickness. Quickness and alacrity. Okay, never mind. It's not the hybridness of this weapon that sucks. Just, it's slow. I can't see how much damage I'm doing. Condi damage-wise, I think this is where this weapon would be. Give me a moment here. Let's see how much Torment I can actually stack, because maybe that's why it's so slow. It's heavy. Where? No, it is supposed to be heavy. I'm confused. What's the problem? Am I still in combat? The combat. Anet, Anet, you know what? The special forces area sucks. I'm just gonna say it sucks. Why did you make it this way? All right. Here's what you're gonna do, Anet. I'm gonna fix it for you. I'm gonna fix it for you, Anet. Don't go ask anyone. Don't go plan anything. Just get your environmental people together. Get your programmers together. What you're gonna do is clear out all this fucking bullshit right here. You see this, all this. You could have put a flat fucking area, just like the golem's on. But it's gonna be all of this. You're gonna take this golem and you're gonna move it out here. You're just gonna move it further away. So the time I run over to this console, I'm not in combat anymore. It's not. I'm not in combat. So I can freely adjust without feeling stupid. All right? So when I come over here, this is called the neutral zone. I'm done playing with the golem. Take me out of combat. Let me adjust things, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then what you're gonna do, put that golem over there. So when I'm ready to go, There isn't any step to step off of. There's no environmental artistic crap going on here. We don't need it. I need a test dummy. That's all I need. All right? When I go to a science lab, there's not just like pictures all over the fucking wall and shit. And if there are, they're probably specific to the very thing I'm in, okay? What the fuck does a rat, tropical birds, mushrooms, and a fucking waterfall have to do with anything of doing damage to a golem? That's all I'm saying. I should practically just be in a cube from Radisum and just be killing a golem. I don't understand. This is why I never come here and test things anymore. Just so much work. I have to come in, and then you have to adjust everything. It's just too much work. What the fuck is table and chairs doing here? Who the hell is watching? Should be over there hitting the goddamn golem. Alright. That on. Hold on. Would they have strength? Okay. First of all, that's stupid. Second of all, that's still stupid. Third of all, stupid. Alright, we're gonna change this over to... I don't care about that relic right now. That's not gonna make or break the build. Alright, we're gonna put all that on. Wow, Char actually looks pretty good in this. Customize. We are gonna go Vipers. Then we are gonna go, I don't know. Trapper would be pretty okay for right now. I don't think we have anything directly towards Torment. Alright. I should not have yelled. I'm just gonna keep forcing bursting on there. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so we're full. Wait. Did I not do it for all of them? Did I not do it for all of them last time? I'm pretty sure I did. I have to go back and check. I don't know which class that was. Guardian? Better go back and double check that Guardian wasn't screwed over by my stupidity. Okay. So now we're doing the same amount of physical damage, but twice the Condi damage, from what I can tell. Yeah. Okay. Condi. Because now we're doing... I mean... that force skill's gonna be everything, it looks like. Yeah, we're doing like 12,000 torment. Torment damage. We're doing about 12,000 torment damage plus the front end damage, so we're getting higher in the DPS. I'm not using any utility skills. We do have all the boons on, but this weapon is out DPSing Guardian for sure, which it should. I don't think this spear is as bad, but the problem with it and why it's so slow, because remember, I have all these boons on.
Approach the console and begin combat practice. If you have any questions,
You are gonna have to apply.
Anger rising.
You're gonna have to apply quickness to yourself to get the DPS. or alacrity or whatever. I'm still building up. We're up to 28. But I don't have the might to back it up either right now. But I was able to get up to like 30 stacks of torment for, you know, a boss. That's great. PvP side, it's gonna be hit and miss. But without the duration of the condies, you're just not going to get there.
Healthy and haste.
So, also, I'm not even talking traits and stuff. This is just looking at the spear and adjusting some of the stats for this. This spear, I do think, is better than Warrior for what it's supposed to do, but at the same time, I'm not sold on it. It does feel a little slow. What I'm not sold on is these movement skills. They seem to just not feel right.
Healthy and haste.
This has reduced recharge based on number of targets.
Anger rising.
Yeah,
Iron Legion, put your bet. Blood Legion, see it done.
yeah, I don't know. This would take some time to figure out exactly what you would need in your build. I think Celestial was not what they needed to give you here, but at the same time, Carrion wouldn't help you either. So Celestial sort of gave me an idea.
Healthy and pale.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't play Revenant enough. Think this would work well with Herald, but I'm not sure if you could with the Renegade pull off enough. I don't know if it beats out the short bow. Right? It's short bow on Revenant.
Rising.
I don't even remember how to do it.
Blood Legion, see it done.
Yeah, I don't know Renegade enough. But I'm just thinking quickness and alacrity if you can get it. You could build up a good amount of torment with the spear, though. I know that for a fact. This is a CC effect too that pulses. Does it only hit once? I don't know. When swapping weapons? That's just weird. That's just a weird thing to put on there. Again, I feel like somebody comes in and just throws something on these weapons. You know? Not the person who made the weapon or anything. It's just like somebody came in and said, why don't we just put this for skill 3? It just is so weird sometimes. Like, it doesn't even flow with what else is happening here. And then skill 5 just has Crushing Abyss. But that might be from traits, right? Something? I don't remember. I don't know if that's from the spear itself. I don't think so. Yeah, when you chill a foe, you inflict them with torment. Yeah, this was already set up mostly for Condi. I don't know. Revenant was weird. I'm just gonna throw that down there at the bottom with Warrior and Ranger. Can I delete you now? Nope. No! Anyhow. I just wanted to delete a character and Anet said, no you can't. Anet, let me delete a character, please. Fucking ass, stupid bullshit. God, what the fuck? Hey, we finally got an Asura. What did we not play? Elementalist. Alright, all I've heard is fantastic things about this one. Which one was this? Yeah, all I've heard is fantastic things from Elementalist. The reason I also kept it last is because Elementalist has the most weapon skills of any of the classes. So we're gonna have to... I'm not gonna figure out a rotation. I'm not gonna sit here and play piano. I'm sure there's a lot easier things. Celestial, is that what they have? Nope, it's Marauders.
Quite a reward.
Marauder. Okay. Losing focus. What are we doing? Bum bum ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Marauders with that. We'll just put that on. Why not? I didn't even see what elite spec we had. Didn't even see it. Bam. I fill in check. I have no idea what I'm playing based off the skills I see.
Speak quickly.
Is it a Weaver? Doesn't Weaver have, am I just not seeing it? Has it been that long since I've played Elementalist? I mean, I don't remember the last time I even touched Weaver. No, I did play Catalyst. Why was I walking earlier? What is wrong with me? Spawn a golem. No! Just spawn the golem. Alright, let's see. Ranged. Basic damage weapon. Gain boons. Hold on. Did I just do a firework? I have 25 might. Okay, the DPS on this is, let's just be honest here, it's a little ridiculous. So that doesn't do any damage? Looks too amazing not to be doing damage, but... So that's fire. Let's check out water. What's water do? Oh, just throwing stuff. Chill beam. Gain fire and frost or reduce the chain. Oh, because we're weaving. We're weaving. Okay. The slow. What did that just say? Down the glacial flood using a number of other skills in this etching. Oh, well. I don't even know what the fuck that was. Also, what is with this camera? Fuck! This is why we can't have nice things, Anet, because everybody gets pissed off about shit that just came out for HOT. Alright, this is HOT shit. This is the shit you need to change. You need to go back and see what the devs were doing and just get rid of all of that. Just get rid of all of it. All the extracurricular stuff, just start just replacing it with better things. Jesus Christ. I still don't know what that does. Not a goddamn clue. That removed conditions. Yeah, okay. So that skill right there, this 2 skill, you can't see it in World versus World. Look at that circle. I can barely see it here. Like the damage is all the way up here. Stop. God, Elementalist is still annoying. It's still going. Wrong skill. Hold on, what's this do? Always critically strikes. Liar. Hold on, let's go back. And it stays there? That one's not even targeted. Okay.
Infuriate. I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of DPS to be had here.
A deadly raid squad is a happy raid squad. Practice your skills using our state-of-the-art golems.
Okay, get a state-of-the-art facility, and maybe I will. But until then, I'm never playing raids again. Like, just the damage with that right there is silly as fuck. Ah, come on, it's an extra meteor shower? Away from just, so you don't lose meteor shower with the spear. You can do constant damage. Okay, I did something wrong. Why did I do more damage? What in the DPS is this thing? All right, anyhow, I mean, it's okay. I'm not good with Elementalist, but this spear is going to be a problem. I don't know why. I don't... Also, that is a problem. Right there. That's dumb. I'm not even in combat. Not even in combat. Still have 10 seconds. This ability right here needs to be nerfed. Just immediately. I don't like it. I don't care. So that's what they hit us with in World versus World last night that killed me. It wasn't the fact that there wasn't red circles. It was the fact that the buff cannot be removed. And I just constantly took that damage. And there's nothing I can do about it. And they can walk away. They can literally just walk away. I mean, what the fuck? Not that Elementalist doesn't need love. I just don't think they need that kind of love. And hold on. Like, look how far away you can do it, too. It's already back. I can reapply. I think the max it should be is maybe 5 seconds. And 1400 damage doesn't seem like a lot, but it's free Condi damage that you're not doing Condi damage with. It stacks up to 59 seconds. Holy shit. Scales with might, too. So if somebody else is giving me might, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. If it does that much damage to a player, say it is doing that much damage to a player, and you can just walk away, and for 59 seconds you're taking that, you would down Guardians and Thieves if they couldn't heal fast enough. If they take chip damage or anything while this is happening, it's over. So is the Elementalist Spear the best one? Yeah, I mean, just with that skill alone. I mean, that's pretty broken. Let alone some of the other shit you're able to do. I was doing, what, 10,000 with that? Elementalist high DPS class. Oh, we got this problem again. But we got Meteor. I think,
Accelerate.
Weaver with this class is really interesting. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if that's going to cover too much of the enemy circles and that kind of thing. Just with whatever. Like, there's more of this being introduced in the game. Those kind of effects could be a problem, but other than that, I think Elemental Spear is probably in a good place. Maybe a little bit much. I don't want them to nerf it too hard though, because Elementalist needs a ranged weapon. And a good ranged weapon at that. So for sure. Overall, the ones I've liked the most.
If you have any questions, I'm all ears.
Turn on some music here. The ones I like the most, okay? And I'm a little biased because, again, I'm going to like classes, but I don't play a lot of Guardian, but I did like the Spear on Guardian. I did like the Spear on Necro, and I did like the Spear on Mesmer. The three weakest spears, or just maybe they just need some adjusting or whatever, I feel just from feeling alone would definitely be Revenant, Ranger, and Warrior. But I don't think they're weak weapons if your build is right. I do think Warrior maybe getting stomped on a little too hard by the public, and maybe people just, you know, but I think that's because Warrior, again, is getting shafted because it's in a weird place. It's just a weird class to play, which is odd because it should be the simplest. The Spear is simple, but then you have a 3 skill with an evade. I'm no thief, I'm a warrior. If it was like, if it gave me 1 stack of Aegis and did something else, then maybe we'd have a conversation, you know? If it made my Spear attacks unblockable, yeah. But the evade and the knockback, like the Thief Whoosh ability with the staff, I just, again, what the hell is that? Why is Warrior getting that? But the other classes, Thief, Engineer, Elementalist, I didn't think any of those were bad either. Thief was interesting for sure. Elementalist, good powerful weapon. Ranged. Hitting all the boxes. Definitely some adjustments. Where those adjustments are, I'm not exactly sure, because with a new weapon, it's one of those things that maybe with more time, Anet could get some data, but at the same time, I do feel like those... Revenant especially is a weird weapon. And Engineer in a weird way. I don't think the Spear, if it went out today, I don't think it would be terrible, but I do think there's better weapons for almost every class. Except for maybe Mesmer, Necro, and Elementalist. I think there is a better choice when it comes to weapon. But with that said, there's a lot of interchangeable ones there too. If you don't like the longbow or rifle, you would definitely use the spear on warrior. Like, it gives you a new option, and I think that's what's needed the most in this game right now. Balance side of things, it's going to make it more complicated, but I think Anet did a good job here, and I'd like to see what those adjustments are later. And I'm going to go read a little bit, see how much people agree with me, disagree with me. Again, I'm not an expert. Like, Yaj in chat runs a lot of DPS checks and stuff. Does a lot of training with that for raids and things. I'm just not that kind of person. I like a feel of a weapon more than if it's the meta. Even if it's a meta thing, like running mortar on engineer just isn't comfortable to me. So sometimes I will run a different elite, right? So like on engineer, if I don't like something, I'm not going to use it type of thing. But at the same time, you know, sometimes the build is just built for it. Then I just won't run that build. It's just the way it is. I don't care about meta as much as I care about feel of a weapon. And that's pretty much what I wanted to do with the spear. I don't know how much it agrees or disagrees, but overall, in the public eye, I think from what I've seen and dived into is just people just don't like the spear, and I think it's sort of running into the same situation as World versus World restructuring. I think it's just different, and people don't like change. That's it. I feel like we're in a very, very loud, jaded veteran era. And they're trying to stay relevant, and Anet's changing. Anet's moving on. They're going to different things, and they don't want to be left out. My biggest suggestion to vets is ask yourself, is it actually that, or are you just not liking the game anymore? Because I'm seeing a lot of that. They're saying this is a problem, but it's not a problem. If you run down the street and you say it's a dangerous street, but it's because you tripped over your own foot, it doesn't actually fix the road, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that's a good metaphor, but that's really, I think, the best way to say it. We're moving down the road, and some of you would rather blame the road for your problems than look at your own shoes. And I'm seeing it a lot with world restructuring, and I'm seeing it a lot with these spears. Homesteads, I think people are really excited about because, you know, we've needed it so badly to have our own home instance that we can decorate and stuff. I've said it for years. But I feel like change is good at this point for this game, and I think Anet's already starting to prove that. And playing the spears, I'm just not feeling the same problems. I'm just not. Because I'm going in with just an open mind. What does this do? I'm not going to build a build around it. I'm not going to change my stats aggressively. Unless I was curious about the Condi stuff and just Guardian damage in general. But that was just, you know, picking up some Marauders and Viper stats, which is just a go-to, right? I'm not going to sit there and change the traits around and do a bunch of that kind of stuff. With Mesmer, I did change to Virtuoso because I play a lot of Virtuoso, and I wanted to see how the weapon comboed with that because I play a lot of different weapons on Mesmer compared to the other classes, and it just fits in. It just fits in. I don't see the Mesmer spear being a problem in any way. I really don't. If these spears came out day one, I feel like a lot of them would just fit right in with what was going on anyways. I don't know. I think overall spears are good. And I've wanted spears for a long time. Maybe that bias is in there, but I'll be honest, I did not like Ranger spear. I'll tell you straight up, I don't like the ambush thing. I don't know what it is. But I also don't like Ranger for a lot of reasons. I feel like Ranger and Warrior specifically are getting shafted pretty hard in the game. But at the same time, I loved Mace on Ranger. I loved going around smashing things as a Soul Beast with maces. So it's that feeling. Does the weapon flow? Can you get the combos going? I think that's what also disappointed me with the warrior staff is that the just pressing 1 does more damage. Like you use 4 and 1 and that's it, and you kill people with it, and it's just like that's a waste of a goddamn weapon. I mean, it is, but the spear doesn't feel that way. It feels like the skill, like 4 out of the 5 skills have something that does something worth something. I don't know. But other people will tell me that I'm wrong about all of this stuff. It's just, it's objective and subjective at the end of the day, and it comes down to Anet making the decision. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed actually going through all this. I hope you did too. I hope people are being pretty positive about the next expansion and not falling for it. I don't want to go in with very, very high expectations at all, but I don't want to go in also feeling like it's going to be trash, because I just don't think Anet produces trash. I think they produce pretty high quality stuff that does have flaws, and sometimes those flaws affect us more than we want them to. And probably more than Anet wants them to, because I just can't imagine that you know, they want us to have a bad product. So, also the legendary spear doing this. Thank you, Anet. Thank you. And whatever the next legendary spear, I'm curious to see what that is. I might make it, I might not. I don't know. I'm a little jaded from Soto with that, but we'll see. We'll see. Anything else to talk about? I don't think so. August 20th, Janthir Wilds comes out. August 20th. Anything else? Use my link if you want to support me. But other than that, I hope you hit the like button. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know when the next live show is going to be. I don't know when that will be. You know, I haven't been feeling well. I talked about it at the beginning of the show if you want to hear about what was going on with that and that kind of thing. Go watch Tears of the Kingdom 100% if you haven't done that. That's it. That's it. Our next Guild Wars 2 stream isn't too far away. It isn't too far away because we're going to be getting back into it for sure on some things. I'd like to finish up the Soto content that's left there. We'll see. I don't know. I just don't know the schedule right now. I'd like to start getting back into streaming. Be taking my anti-inflammatories, dealing with this crap, and then once that's done, we'll see what happens. Just, that's... If I didn't have it, we would have just been streaming, you know? But it's given me time to think about things and look at stuff and plan some stuff, so that's also good. Also catch up on some things and spend some time with my dogs. Because Lucky's old, you know? I feel like sometimes I only see Lucky like twice. In the morning when I'm sleeping, and at night when my wife is sleeping and I'm telling her good night. And he comes out of the blanket and he's like, "What are you doing in my room? What are you doing in here?" Ah! And he just growls and he growls and he growls because he's like, "This is my bed, this is my woman, this is my house." And it's like, whoa, what is with the attitude? You can have one of those things if you'll pay for it. All right, that sounded weird. Maybe not. I think that's it. Midian, thank you for being my mod today. Yash, thanks for coming in to give it that. Lex as well. Chaz, Geeky, appreciate all of you. That's it. We're gonna get out of here. Any other mods lurking in chat, I appreciate you as always. And go play some Guild Wars 2, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, I leave you with this. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. For all we got. Have a great night, day, evening, morning, afternoon. Whatever time it is, make it great. If you're going to bed, sleep well, get that rest. You will need it. Trust me. If I don't see you the rest of this weekend, which you won't, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your June. Enjoy July if I don't see you for whatever reason. Summer gets busy. I get it. Stay cool out there. Other than that, watch the VODs and things if you're a little bit behind. I know a lot of people were behind on the VODs, so this is the time. This is the time to catch up on all that. Lots of content. Lots of content. Appreciate all the support and all that kind of stuff. I'm out of here. We're gonna have pizza or something tonight. I don't know. Bye.